Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ready here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today we're back on Shanecrabtree's account and we're going to show the Unkillable team that we built for him. So Altan is going to be used for the magic affinity clan boss that we're going to be fighting. For Altan, since he's going to be taking the stun, you really just need as much defense as you possibly can so he can live all the way to the end of the fight, because he is not going to have the block damage from Roche on the part of the fight where the clan boss stuns on the single target attack. So Altan, 248 accuracy, so you need accuracy to land the attack down, because if you don't have attack down, you're not going to live. 176 speed, and then he's got a lot of defense, 4966, with the artifacts available on this account and the lifesteal needed for Altan. This is the best that I could come up with. He does need lifesteal. This is the only champion on this comp that's going to need lifesteal. Now we have Roche. With Roche, 248 speed, and then I did attack gloves because that's where I could get the speed that I needed, and then attack percentage body. We have flat attack here as well. So I mean, crit rate, crit damage would probably be better, but he is really there for the block damage. It's very important that you book this. You do not need to book his A2 or his A1, so if you just land these two books, you're all set. For his masteries, straight down to War Master, and then some counter attack for when Altan takes the damage. Then we have Draco masteries, straight down into War Master, and then we have some Master Hexer and Evil Eye. If you want to, you can go down into the defense tree and give him some counter as well. For Draco's artifacts, we went with pure damage, 179 speed, 3900 attack, 101 crit rate, 217 crit damage, 248 accuracy. His survivability is not important. Crit damage clothes, attack percentage body, speed boots, and then just looking for speed, crit damage, crit rate rolls on the substats. And then we have accuracy banner, crit damage neck, attack ring. If you can get more attack percentage rolls, that would be even better. Alright, and then we have Doom Priest. Doom Priest is there for the attack up. Normally, on the Void Affinity clan boss, we're going to be using a Cult Brawler. So, Doom Priest is going to be using attack up, which is going to buff a Cult Brawler and Draco. So it's going to be much better for us than it is now when we're using Altan. So for Doom Priest, crit rate, attack percentage, crit damage, I pretty much gave her damage. And then for here, the only reason why she's wearing this is because I needed the speed. Total stats, 186 speed. You want it to be the fastest, so she goes first, so she cleanses every time she takes a turn, so that way she takes care of the stun that Altan is going to have. 34,000 health, 1,600 defense, that's not really important, 2,900 attack, 112 crit rate, so obviously too much crit rate, but whatever. And then 121 crit damage. Masteries, War Master, and defense. And then we have Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher has 174 speed, 3,700 defense, 3,600 health, and then I gave him 100 crit rate. And I think he's wearing a crit damage neck. We actually could upgrade this. Okay, so we went ahead and upgraded the boots so that will be have more defense, so he does a little bit more damage. It honestly doesn't really matter that much, but every little bit of damage that you can get extra is helpful. So yeah, he has just pretty much as much defense as you can get. Crit damage neck for some extra damage once again. Defense ring with defense percentage rolls. If you can get a better ring, definitely do. This is not a very good ring, but this is the best we have. And yeah, for masteries, as I said, counter all the way down to War Master. For a Cult Brawler, we have 177 speed, 103 crit rate, 140 crit damage, 232 accuracy. So pretty much whenever I could get crit damage and crit rate, I would. And then we have 3,000 attack. We needed to build him with an accuracy set because we didn't have a lot of points in the Great Hall. And we needed to get a good amount of accuracy so that he lands his poisons. So attack, percentage body, crit rate gloves, speed boots. Just a crit rate roll here on the shield, and then we have a crit damage set over here on the weapon and the helmet. For this particular comp, you're actually going to want a Cult Brawler booked, because on Spirit Affinity, you're going to want to cleanse the poisons right before the turn where he puts the slow up, so that way Doom Priest goes ahead and cleanses that just because of the way that the buffs or the debuffs line up. Normally you don't book a Cult Brawler, or you don't have to, but in this particular case you're going to want to. For Cult Brawler Masteries, as I was saying before, pretty much repeats itself. Offense, defense. So these are the champions that we're going to use for the Unkillable. Let's go ahead and do a run. We'll run the Ultra Nightmare. So as I was mentioning before, Alton's there to eat the stun. We got the defense down on the weaken and the poisons. Attack up, cleanse, block damage, counter. Alright, let's go ahead and run it. You have to manual the first couple of turns. So first turn you're going to use your block damage. Everyone else can A1. Draco can put up poisons. Alton will A1. And Skullcrusher will A1. Okay. Now we're going to once again A1. Then we're going to A1 here as well. The reason why we're A1ing is because he's going to stun here. So we're going to attack up and decrease defense, weaken on the counter turns when he's when he is AoE. Alright, so we have another A1 here. Now here, the next turn is stun attack. We're going to want to put up defense up here, so that way he takes less damage from the actual attack. And no counter yet. Doom Priest cleansed it, just like we thought. Now Doom Priest is going to attack up. Roche will A1. Draco will A3. Do this, and then now we go ahead and counter. And then now we can put it on auto. The first turn will not line up correctly, but it will line up well after this. It all ends up working itself out. Like right there, we're still taking damage. I think on the next counter-attack turn, everything will be fine with block damage, because Roche will end up just going fast enough. So this comp will pretty much work on any affinity. You just have to change certain champions out. If you don't have Altan for this particular comp and you have everyone else, you can use Tyrell, for example, or possibly even Grizzly Yar, but Grizzly Yar is not reliable for the attack down. I think Tyrell will be the second best option here. Possibly even Jarek. If you can build Altan really, really tanky with more damage, this will also work out really nicely because Altan does do a lot of physical damage. Now, the more damage you can stack on your people, the better this will work out. Now, I think the first key that we ran didn't work out good because I didn't have the speed. The speed's correct, yeah, but the second time I ran it, I did like 33 point something, almost 34 mil. On Void, this will definitely, with a Call Brawler instead of Offhand and Skull Crusher eating the stun, this will definitely do 2 key. So it ends up working out really nice. So you see why it's important to, as the fight progresses, Altan is going to take more and more damage from that stun attack. That's why it's kind of important for him to have that defense up, and that's why you wait to set it up the way that I set it up. Doom Priest is really key here, or any other sort of cleanse. Bad Eye will work as well. And then Grizzled Yar will work instead of Doom Priest for the actual block debuff space. He's not as effective on affinities though. On Void, Grizzled Yar will work though. There's many different ways that you could do this. You can definitely get the Unkillable going and then not 2-key it. You can still 3-key it with other champions if you don't have Draco and if you don't have Altan. But obviously Roche and some sort of counter attack is usually recommended, especially for the affinity parts. And then you definitely want somebody really, really tanky to eat the stun. Like I said, Skull Crusher is used normally to eat the stun on the Void affinity. Currently, we're not necessarily doing as much damage as we were doing last go around. Probably not getting as many procs for War Master, and actually, yeah, there's no chance there, so just War Master. I think also I start doing a little bit more damage as Altan starts taking more damage from the stun attack because I have a chance to counter attack. As I mentioned earlier, the Great Hall on this account is, I don't want to say low because I don't want it to sound like I'm saying something bad about the account. It's just not very high because he hasn't been playing for that long. So as he gets his Great Hall up, his clan boss damage and his dungeon times and all that stuff will just get better and better and better. It's really nice that we have block damage there, so that way we don't really have to worry about Altan recovering health on the turn after the stun attack. Now I'm going to show how this comp works on Nightmare as well. You can use the same comp, same speeds. A little bit different setup is required, but it still works, so that's all that really matters. We're getting close to the end here. 12 more turns. Ow, Altan's getting his butt kicked. I hope that he lives. Oh, maybe we didn't have attack up that time. Yeah. I mean, attack down. Attack down is very important. think next on attack, Alten is going to eat the dirt. Yep. Yeah, we did really low damage this time around. Only 26 million. I'll pull up a screenshot after the fight to show the run that we did earlier today. And we're dead next time. Oh wow, it went down to 28,202. What? Oh, it was counting maybe the poisons that I had on there. So yeah, earlier today I did 9 minutes 40 seconds. 33.29 mil with the same comp against Magic. So same time, just a lot less damage. So either way, not bad overall. We ended up getting a decent key earlier, 33 point whatever mil that we did. We got 28 mil there. He ended up 3 keying for the day, with the first attempt definitely being a fluke. We only did, I don't know, like 12 or something, or 10. It was definitely very, very low damage on the first attempt. So when he gets a key on Void and a key on the Affinity, he'll definitely be able to 2-key. If for some reason he cannot, we can tweak it for a little bit more damage as he gets better artifacts. We're going to do a key tomorrow on Void, so we're going to be able to see how much damage he does on Void as well, because I'm kind of going to use this account to do an Unkillable team guide. Let's go ahead and show Roche one more time. Everyone's going to be asking me about this. Roche is at 248. He can beat different speeds. He doesn't have to be 248. This is just how we built this particular team. This speed will work on Nightmare, and I will show this in another video. I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.